This is where it all started, a crazy idea to inspire campus clubs to make an impact in their communities. The idea is simple, but has far-reaching effects. Each participating campus club receives a single $100 bill, and they come up with a creative plan to make as big of an impact as possible. We call it Project 25, based on the parable of the talents that Jesus talked about in Matthew chapter 25. Over the years, it has become almost impossible to pick a winner because all of the stories are so good and have changed so many lives. At the very beginning, 27 junior high and high school clubs received $100 mini grants, and we saw students' creativity unleashed. At the end of the year, we all came together to hear the stories and celebrate what God did through each project. Claremont High School was the first school to ever win the Project 25 challenge. They turned their $100 into Krispy Kreme donuts and then turned those donuts into $730. They took that money and volunteered their own time to do an extreme home makeover for a single mom with 4 kids in the neighborhood. For Project 25 the following year, we knew we wanted to know more about the stories behind the projects. So we had each student team document their projects and upload them to YouTube, and then started a new tradition. All of the videos uploaded are narrowed down to the top 10. From that 10, there is a vote for first, second, and third place, based on breadth of impact, depth of impact, sustainability, creativity, and money raised, taking each club's neighborhood into account. The following year, we expanded the projects to 50 junior high and high school campuses and experienced even greater outcomes. One standout winner was La Costa Canyon High School. Students put on a benefit concert for a classmate who had been paralyzed in a horrible car accident. They raised over $1,000 to assist her in getting into an expensive program that would help her regain her mobility in hopes of walking across the stage to receive her high school diploma. Another noteworthy historical project came from Millennial Tech Middle School. That year, a student from their school, Richie Carrillo, got shot and killed through a tragic act of gang violence. They decided to raise money and start the Richie Carrillo Peacekeeping Award and present it every year to students who embodied peace, love, and nonviolence in their school community. The all-time record for money raised throughout Project 25's history still stands with the clubs that Pathways Church supports in Santee. Starting with just $100, this collaborative effort of 5 school clubs pooled their money together to create a fund to cover medical expenses for a 5-year-old cancer patient named Dylan. When it was all said and done, these young leaders generated over $11,000 to provide medical expenses for the family while also welcoming Dylan and his mom into the faith community of their church. And who can forget the first junior high team to ever win first place? Monroe Clark Middle School. While praying and researching, they discovered that 60 students in their student body of 1,000 kids were homeless every night. This, they decided, was unacceptable. So they turned $100 into over $1,300 and started Clark's Closet, where their classmates could shop for needed clothing in a dignifying way. Through Project 25, our desire is to inspire students to make a difference in the lives of others. We want them to think about how much good $100 and 8 weeks of prayer, preparation, and hard work could do, and then consider the impact that their entire life could make in their communities, cities, and world. We have been blown away by the creativity and passion we have seen over the past decade, and we envision this movement of good growing and expanding throughout Southern California, schools in Mexico, and all the way across the country. There's a school in Atlanta that's getting involved. My young brothers and sisters, over the past decade, you have helped care for orphans, translate the Bible for pre-literate people groups, love the homeless, introduce your friends to a relationship with Jesus, rescue those caught in sex trafficking, stand with patients battling cancer, lead your school's faith club, dig freshwater wells, buy freedom for slaves, beautify beaches, support families in financial hardship, welcome the lonely, embrace refugees, and offer the hope of forgiveness through Jesus Christ to all of those willing to listen. It is incredible to see a generation unleashed to make a difference with their lives. I can only imagine what the next 10 years will hold. Keep praying for God's kingdom to come and His will to be done on earth just as it is in heaven. Then keep going out and letting God use you to become some of the answers to those same prayers.